Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler 2 with me, your Herd 37. So we're down here at Pensacola, Florida, KPNS, and in this flight we're going to have a short one. We're just going to fly up to Montgomery, Alabama. That's KMGM. I figure why not? It helps getting our rating up with these short flights. We don't make much money. In fact, if we damage the plane, which we have been doing, we lose money. But we need to get that rating up. I think that's like the most important thing we can do is get that rating up. By the way, I didn't show it in the last one. I forgot to do it. Show you what happened. Our rating went up, I believe, 0.85. I guess it goes up whatever the passenger satisfaction was. So if it's 100%, you go up 1. Ours, I guess, was 85%. We went up 0.85. I think it'll show you better there. Yeah, it went from 28.55 to 29.4, so an increase of 0.85, which makes it's 85% satisfaction. Although we lost money, I'm sure, man. That 4%, man, that's crap. If you actually go back here and look at the finance, it kind of sucks now. We got $18,000 in cash, but check out our fleet. Down to 76, and we don't even have the money to fully repair it. I just don't quite understand what the hell is going on with these landings being so crappy. I mean, I looked at the replay, and if you're going to say there's any damage, 4%? Really? I don't quite get it. Am I getting off the power too soon, maybe? Maybe I need to fly it a little more down towards the runway? I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, we're going to go over to Montgomery. Check it out here on FlightSim Commander, Pensacola, Montgomery. And I'm just going to have the tower tell us where to take off. The last several episodes, I don't know why I've been deciding where to take off. I'll just have, when there's a tower around, just have them tell us where to take off and not worry about it. And here in Montgomery, you see the wind, it's actually like almost the exact opposite, so close to each other. That's kind of weird. Anyway, this says it's coming from the north, so I think the best runway to land on is actually 3. It kind of sucks that we'd have ILS, but there'd be a big crosswind. Not necessarily a big crosswind, but the crosswind. So I think the best would be come in on runway 3, which is 034. This has it as a course of 036, but you'll see AirNav, the chart says it's actually 034. A little over 4,000 feet long. And 117 miles, by the way. We'll look at the chart. We're going to come over here to Renault, and we need to be at 3,100 feet. Then over here to Winnett, at 2,000 feet, and then 740 at Renault, or Sunrow. So I wish I could put that in, because I actually have it here. There's Renault right there. To Winnett to Sunrow, but I can't do the GPS fixes and stuff. I can't do that in FSX, and this will not. Even if I export it, use it, put them in here and then export it, FSX can't read it correctly, so it comes up with some weird route. So that kind of sucks. But there's nothing I can do about it. But we have the elevation of the airport and the runway are both 221 feet, as you can see. And is a glide slope of 3 degrees. So with that, we'll come back over here. We're going to do the ad hoc flight. There's Skyhawk, KPNS. ICAO code, we're going to Montgomery, KMGM. Alright, yeah, they're good. It's such a short flight, almost pay anything. $420. I'm going to switch that down to like 4 minutes. I think sometimes at 3 we're actually get a little late. Not 45, good lord. We sit here forever. 4 minutes. I think that'll work. Yeah, we still got our textiles with us. We're going to have it for a while. It's ridiculous. Oh well. Alright, it was just over 100 and some miles. I'm put right there at 149. It gives us a little extra, which sometimes we need. Yeah, distance is 117, so that gives us, 32 extra miles. That's pretty good. See, that says elevation 120, but It's actually 221. Oh well. Just don't rely on that. Alright. KMGM, VFR. The highest we'll go is... I'm thinking maybe we should just go to 5,500. Such a short flight, we could probably go to 8,500. Well, I mean 7,500. But we might just stop at 5,500. We'll see. Anyhow, I think we're all set. Let's go ahead and meet on over at the plane. Alright, everybody, here we are. We got 3 minutes. It just started up and it's already down to 3. Said 4 just before I came on. Alright. Go ahead and turn this on. I keep turning that off, but I might as well just leave it on. Turn that avionics off. Turn on the fuel pump. Prime the engine. Close off that fuel pump. Turn on the beacon. Correct the throttle. I gotta give it just a little fuel to get it going. Push that in and lean out to 50. I'm gonna. Oops. Wrong button. I was looking for the trim button. Trim that. Turn my nav lights on, my avionics. There we go. Switch that over to GPS. Let's go ahead and get on the radios. Get out of here. This IFR clearance.
Pensacola clearance delivery. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike IFR Montgomery ready to go.
Alright.
Go flight 3449er. Climb and maintain flight level 180.
Go flight.
Alpha Foxtrot Mike is cleared at Montgomery Airport.
Alright, that was somebody else. I was about to say, what in the world?
7,500. Departure frequency is 119.0. Squawk 7365. Climb and maintain flight level 180. Eagle flight 3449er. Cessna.
Alright, so put this up. I'm going to put up to 5,500, and we'll see if we go up to 7,500. We probably can. I was thinking at the time it's not a long flight. You see, it's just this problem. We're at the freaking gates. Oh, U.S. Airways. Sweet. Alright, turn over to ground, request our taxi. That's cool because there was nobody yesterday. By the way, let me turn that off so it stops blinking at us.
Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 17.
17.
Alpha 6 Alpha 5 Alpha. Contact tower on 119.9er when ready.
Alright, we're gonna acknowledge that. 170.
Via taxiway Alpha 6 Alpha 5 Alpha. Cessna
Alright.
Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
Parking brake is off. Let's go ahead and push back. And maybe we should leave it at 5 minutes. Or put it to 5 minutes. What does it start off at 10 or something like that? Oh, I don't know why you're turning us already. In fact, I should probably just go ahead and stop the pushback. And turn on our pitot heat and our taxi lights, and let's get to taxiing. Are they going to tell us we're late? Has it been 4 minutes already? Alright, now I'm going to put the flaps out. Oh man, look how far they got us taxiing over there. I'm going to stop at the intersection and look. If it's that one right there, that looks like we might have enough room to take off at the intersection. We'll see. Yeah, I feel like I'm in a rut though in the FSX. It's air hauler 2. Maybe it's just because of the landings, but I really feel like I've been screwing up a lot. Especially with the landings though. I get that way sometimes. I felt like I was in a rut like a little over a month ago. I was doing a bunch of FS economy and I don't know maybe if I was rushing or what, but I felt like I was in a rut there too. Although air hauler 2 was part of that. Yeah, see, this is our runway right here. I guess there's not any taxiways until the very end. Well, there might be one coming up here. Because we don't need that much runway to take off. Yeah, I think there's a taxiway. It looks like we got a taxiway right here. Which will be good for us. Get back over here. Reset my altimeter. I thought I already did that. Let's hit up the tower. Let's cancel the IFR. Should have probably already done that.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot, Mike would like to cancel IFR. Cessna Alpha Foxtrot, Mike, IFR flight plan is canceled. Taxi to runway and request VFR departure from tower.
Alright, over to the tower. I think we're just going to say north, right? Yeah.
Pensacola Tower, Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, Mike, ready for north departure at runway 17. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, Mike, cleared for takeoff. Runway 17, departure
Nice.
north approved.
Alright, acknowledge that. Let's go down here. Strobes and landing lights are on.
Mike.
Flaps are set to 10. I don't do the run up and everything in this plane. Whoa. Get this set up. Alright. Get on the runway and get the heck out of here. Get lined up. Alright. Off we go. Airspeed's alive. There's 60 knots. We'll go ahead and rotate. Right there at 70 knots. I'm going to go ahead and retract the flaps. Departure was on time. Well, that's good. I'll help with the satisfaction. Just gotta worry about the landings. Which is weird. I've never had to worry about landing in a Cessna before, but apparently my skills have been degraded for some reason. I've actually gotten worse. I was actually better in air hauler than I was in air hauler 2. And even though we started off rough in air hauler 2, I think I've gotten actually worse in air hauler 2. Ridiculous. Alright, let's fly out here. Get out of everyone's way. If anyone with experience knows, now, should you fly out here at 45 degrees? Is that the way you should do it? Fly out just a little ways for 45 degrees and then make your turn, or what? 'Cause I think I screwed up at Myrtle Beach. I did 45 degrees, but then I went alongside the airport, and I don't think I actually had to. I just needed to fly out away. Didn't need to come back around parallel to it. It seems like that's how you're supposed to do it right there in 45. Now, I don't have... Could go parallel to the runway out just to get back on track, but we don't need to. But I was kind of wondering if we do that completely correct. Well, I know it's not probably not completely correct.
Pensacola Tower, Eagle Flight 38578 is 7 miles north, inbound ILS, runway 17.
So I don't know if you need to worry about the...
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot, Mike, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Eagle Flight 38578, Pensacola Tower. Make straight in, runway 17, altimeter 3.
So I don't know if you, upon leaving, do you have to worry about the traffic pattern? Obviously, you have to worry about the traffic pattern coming in. We're trying to do more of that. Do you really need to worry about the traffic pattern on the way out? I'm going to set my heading over here. Whoa, went flying. Autopilot heading. Altitude. Make sure I hit altitude this time. I don't know if I've been hitting the wrong button or what. I've had like approach hold hit and other stuff. I don't know if I actually did that or not. Hope not. We got everything correct now. We're actually climbing quite well at there, 700. Wow, that's Pensacola, a hell of a lot bigger than I thought it was. Let's hop out for a second. Pensacola. Man, that thing looks full. Everything's on extremely dense, by the way. Man, that's a ton of scenery. I guess that looks like that whole thing is full, just like that. Look on Pensacola. And then you got the wetlands over here. There's that long, long bridge. Pretty cool area. I like it. Yeah, climbing at 700 feet a minute. I'm actually climbing quite quickly at 700 feet a minute. That's kind of surprising. Usually we climb much slower. 114 miles, a little over an hour. Pick up a little bit of time on the cruise. And we'll probably go up to 7,500. Actually, we're above 3,000 right now. Oh, damn it. See, I did that again. Ugh. Maybe that's... Yeah, look how... See, it's not modeled correctly. Because I had it at 50, and we're climbing better at 50. I just don't get it. But I gotta start checking that. I used to not pull that out. That's why I haven't been checking it. I used to not do that whole leaning out at the startup and all that. So I gotta remember that. Yeah, see, at 50%, and it's climbing better than if you were had it at full rich or leaned out a little bit. And that EGT doesn't move, so you don't really know how far to lean it out. Satisfaction up to 78%, or at 78%. We're a little above 4,000. We'll go up to 5,500, and then we'll go back on to 7,500. 5,500, you could still be in the clouds. Alright, but a little over an hour, so I'll speed her up. Be back in just a bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down. We're 26 miles out. Let's go ahead and get on the radios here. There we go, Montgomery, KMGM. Guess there's not a lot of airports around here. Oh, that's right, yeah, they're gonna have a tower, so, the heck with that. So they might give us a different runway. Alright, so let's select our approach. And we're going to do the RNAV. So I kind of wonder why GPS and RNAV are separate, because you'll notice on the charts it's always RNAVs and in parentheses GPS. I thought they got combined or something. I could be wrong there. Alright, Renault is what we want. Go ahead and load that. And go ahead and activate it. Now see, it's got that tag on it. So what we're going to do, we're not going to do the circling, because that makes us late. Last time we got dinged for that, for being late. I don't want to be late. 034 is the course. Like I said, in FlightSim it says 036, but the chart says 034, and that's more recent and more accurate, so we'll do 034. And what we'll do is, instead of doing the circling, I'll just end up switching it over to heading when we get over to Renault and do it that way, because we just can't do the circling. We're going to end up being late and everything, because of course it doesn't take that kind of stuff into account. Alright, but also at Renault we wanted to be at 3,100 feet. It's 10 miles, as you can see, to Renault. Alright. Might as well speed her on up a little bit. Going to Montgomery. Yeah, there's not many airports around here. That thing was 26 miles is one of the first things on the list. I like that, not having to go through a bunch of different pages. Renault, or Runo, 3,100 Winnett, 2,000, and then Zenro, if that's on there, at 740 feet. Like I said, the airport elevation is 221 feet. Alright, 6 miles from it. I don't know if there's any real advantage to going to 7,500 instead of 5,500, because honestly, at 5,500, by the way, we just lean it out to 40%. I always just lean it to 40%, 5,500 feet or more, because as you saw when we were climbing, it's not modeled correctly at all. I think that temperature I don't know if that moved or not. I just don't get it. Actually, I do get it. They just didn't model it totally correctly. Maybe you could say didn't model it correctly at all. Right, 3 miles out. I'm gonna be a little on the high side. That's okay. Like I said, win it. We need to be at 2,000. This heading, because I don't want to circle around. Alright, switching over to heading. And Winnett, 2,000. Not doing the whole screw that. I got 2,000 feet to go. I really should be enriching the mixture. Put it at 7.5. Then at 3,000 we can put it full. Looks like we're off just a little bit because it did start to move to the right before I could hit the heading. Let's get this back on course. Alright, see if that doesn't line us up a little better. I can't see the airport just yet. I don't think that's it. 3,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and put this full rich. Set my views the last time, hopefully. Yeah, we're not, it doesn't have Zunro listed on there. Usually it doesn't seem to have the last one on there ever. That's going to be our runway right there, by the way. Start slowing her down. So we're still slightly high because we wanted to be at 2,000. Set that down to 200. It's not at 700 feet a minute though. So we don't have. I don't think we have any pappy lights or anything either. So far, so good. Alright, flaps to 10. We can get rid of that. That wants to take us back to the circling to the holding pattern. Put that to 500 now. Might be slightly high. Like I said, we don't have any pappy lights or anything. Flaps coming out to 20. Looks like we're a little bit on the high side, so I'll put that to 600. Alright, full flaps. Alright, autopilot is off, the plane is mine. Don't want her to get too low. I prefer being high over low. Passengers are 100%. Let's see if we can keep it on 100%. Don't watch this freaking landing. We're a little on the high side here. That's part of the airport over to our right. That's a weird setup.
500.
Oh, come on. Oh, I knew it was going to do that. Are we floating too much and that's bringing us down or something? I just... Like, why is it all of a sudden we can't land a plane? Turn over to ground. Parking.
Montgomery, ground. Cessna.
7 minutes early, by the way. Although we lost money on the flight, so who cares?
Alpha Foxtrot Mike, taxi general aviation parking. In taxiway Bravo, Echo, runway 10, Alpha 3, Alpha.
Acknowledge that.
Taxiing to general aviation parking.
Oh, it's not behind us. That's a change.
Alpha 3, Alpha.
I knew when we hit.
Alpha Foxtrot
I was
Mike.
gonna say. I was like, they're gonna say hard. It feels like there is a bit of a jolt, almost like we're floating a little too much or something. I feel like I should stay on the power just a little bit longer to help prevent that floating, that hanging in the air for just that extra split second or whatever. Oh, we're losing money and we're banging up the plane. Strobe, landing lights. So there isn't anything wrong with that other version. I might as well go to it. Although I don't see that it really updated anything for me, so I'll just stay here at that version. It's just, oh my goodness, I'm in a rut. I can't land. Go down here, turn off the strobe and landing lights. I don't know where they got us going to. Probably way down at the other end. Yeah, that's a weird setup. I mean, you saw that. There's another part of the airport off to our left that goes way down there. That was really odd. Really odd setup. I'm at a loss, man. I'm so at a loss. I think in the next one I will try to stay on the power just a bit longer. Even though you're not supposed to. I mean, you're supposed to get off and let it float down to the ground, but we seem to be doing less floating and more getting to a point where I don't know if she stalls or what, because I haven't heard the stall horn, but all of a sudden we just drop at the last second is what I feel like is happening. I mean, seriously, we have to go clear to the end and to the right? Seriously? They couldn't be any parking spots closer? Then when we take off, they'll have us come to the other end to the runway. Probably be taking off in that direction. That's why taxi is so fast, man. They always are putting us at or so far away. Just really annoying that all of a sudden we've forgotten how to land. I gotta figure it out somehow. I haven't posted the last few episodes either. I think the last, I don't know, the last one, where did I fly to? I can't even remember now. I think, is this episode 23 or 24? And I think the last one I've gotten posted so far is episode 20. So the comments will probably come too late. If you're wondering why I'm still landing like crap and people are probably giving advice and stuff. Parking brake is on. turn the taxi light off, turn the avionics off, cut the fuel, nav beacon. Satisfaction was 88. I don't know why it feels the need to bring up that and then tell me to go back. Just let me do it. Bring up all this crap. Alright, that's done. Finish the flight. Oh, we got a couple people flying around. Moose, Piper, PA, Allen and Learjet 45. Yes, we want to quit. Alright, took off at 3:40 p.m., landed at 4:45. It was an hour and 5 minutes. Took off with 98 pounds of fuel, landing with 38, so we used, what, 54 pounds of fuel? Max altitude was 7,541 feet. Max speed was 126.4 knots. Never exceeded the maximum Gs. Stall false. Overspeed false. Landing description positive. Landing gear down true. Asphalt. Surface damage. No damage to the surface belt. 2% damage, which still we lost money on it though. Coming down 161 feet a minute. Landing speed 46.7. Landing pitch 5.2. Landing heading 32.5. Wind speed was 3 in a direction of 274. So that's saying that we should have landed on 27, which there was that 27. I don't know, man. What it says from wind direction and what FlightSim commander, a lot of times they don't seem to be on the same page. Passenger satisfaction, well, they weren't satisfied at all. They did not like it. I don't know. Info. Passenger reputation went up, the 0.88. Finance. Let me look at this, damage. Where is it? Fleet. The hell? Oh, there it is. Fleet. It's $2,000 worth of damage. And we made $100 and some on the flight. So we lost money. Yay. Yes, this is going terrific all of a sudden. It's like I'm in a rut, man. All of a sudden. I gotta get out of it. I was kind of thinking about flying to Birmingham. It's really short, the next flight, but like I say, what I'm worried about right now is getting this the rating up. Because we still have a little ways to go on that. Maybe I shouldn't say a little ways. Gotta get up to 12.2. So if we could land, well, no, I was gonna say it'd be only 13 more landings if we land 100%, but that's not true. Because that only brings that up. We're getting close up to the cargo, though. So that's 20. I can't think of the math in my head. How do we get that to 40? 12.2. Probably be like 24 more flights or so. Maybe even more. Ah, that sucks. Let me check the finance one more time, because, well, we're about mid-month, and our monthly overhead is $13.9, so we'll have enough. Just might have to put a little bit, some towards our plane if we keep this up. To the repairs. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Why are we struggling on the Cessna 172? I don't know. Just a rut. But yeah, next flight, I think Birmingham. But anyway, then we need to start getting over to the east, because when we go to Wilmington, then we'll start heading east. We could go to Atlanta, but I hate landing at Atlanta, quite honestly. Maybe go up to Chattanooga or something like that and head over. Just to avoid Atlanta. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.